What's going on, everybody? We got a great show today. Another exciting day in the crypto market, and this thing is not showing any sign of relief. This market is just absolutely booming. It is defying logic. It is defying gravity. And, most people will tell you, oh, this is just a mania. I think it is a mania. It's a mania that people are just sick and tired of fiat currencies. They're sick and tired of governments dictating what they can and cannot do with their hard-earned money, which, if you've never heard me talk about what my thoughts about money is and what it is, money is just a simple form of exchange of energy. When you're working, when you're doing stuff, you are outputting energy and they are compensating you. That's how we see the visualization of our revenue, of our hard work and energy that's been output. And so depending on what you put it into, you're either going to become, a slave to a system, or you're going to work towards true financial liberation. And that's what we're working on here. And we work on this tirelessly, guys and gals. We're not just sitting here going like, oh, let's buy Pepe, let's buy Sheeb, let's buy, whatever next shit coin comes out. All right. Which we're going to talk about today, by the way. But we're looking at like, what is the strategy? What is the strategy that we need to take to keep that money at the end of the day? And we tussle with this because it's so easy to get caught up in the hype, right? The hype of, what's the next coin that's going to pump? And see, I'm here to tell you that I don't give a crap about which coin is about to pump. All right. Because there's so much risk that you take trying to set up that type of strategy, which most people have not perfected it at all. All right. 99% of the people that end up getting into those pumps lose money, 99% of them. All right. And trust me when I tell you, you're probably not the exception. All right. So do me a favor. If you have somebody who's interested in really building their financial freedom, hit that button. Okay. The like button. And then I want you to share this video because we're live right now. I want to share this video. I want you to share this with some family member or friend. As always, Melanad Brown, always on here. Melanated Brown is on here. And always giving us the beautiful selfies. Again, hit that like button in YouTube. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'm constantly going live. I have some videos that I do besides that, some educational stuff that I do for you all. But I like going live because I like communicating with everybody who's here. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump into what I was talking about earlier on the title of this, which is how to stay away from scams. All right. And right now, Solana, guys and gals, Solana is degen central. All right. Solana is degen central. And you can see here, every single one of these coins, these are almost all meme coins. Okay. There's only one meme coin that I would endorse, and that is Elizabeth Horan. All right. Elizabeth Horan I'm going to buy this coin just because I literally cannot stand the person who this represents. These are actually kind of funny. All right. Doland Tramp. All right. Doland Tramp. This is so meme. All right, guys and gals. But let me show you what happened with Elizabeth Horan. All right. Look at this. Negative 68%. Negative 68%. So somebody went chasing the living crap out of this thing. Let's take a look at this chart. All right. Now, this is not a rug pull. This is just a bullshit meme coin. But look at this. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's chart this. All right. This thing went from here all the way up to here, 31,000%. 31,000%. Now, here's the crazy part. It's only $4 million in market cap. That's it. Only $4 million in market cap, all right? And there's 284K in liquidity, meaning there's not a lot to actually buy this, okay? But this could actually be a rug pull and you wouldn't even know it, all right? You wouldn't know it until it's too late, all right? And so these are the sorts of things that I want everybody to be watching out for, because you may get in here and you may chase this, all right? And your buddy bought it here, and then look, all right, you end up buying it here, and now you're down 69%. And that's what the majority of people do, by the way. All right, let's take a look at how much it's gone down from here to where it's actually priced. 77%. 77%. All right, so here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. What's up, Kayla? What's up, Gary? How you guys doing? All right. Here's what you got to understand in trading. And I didn't really understand this until I was further along. All right. I wanted to find that next coin that was going to pump. And I'm going to show you my strategy, which is safer. But boy, does it involve some studying. And boy, does it involve some patience. All right. But at the end, it's the winner. I'm telling you all right now, it's the winner. Okay, so most people get into crypto because it's the lottery for them, all right? It's the casino. Guys, gals, if you've ever read a book in regards to casinos, all right, they win way more times than they lose, and the rules are bent in their favor. So even luck is not in your favor. The rules are bent in their favor. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to see, okay, what are these things? Do 99% of the people lose money on these things? If the question is yeah, then why the heck are you investing? It's just like 99% of the people lose money while they hold their dollars just through inflation. All right, so why are you going to hold dollars, right? Same concept. Well, if you're going to get into this lottery, to this gambling, and you know that the overwhelming majority are going to lose, why are you going to do that? But let me tell you the flip side of it. Okay? Look at all these buys, all right? Look at all these buys. Okay? And then you have all these sells. This is actually probably the same person. My computer's a little slow. But look at this sell of 20,000. Oh, shoot. This thing's moving fast. People are selling it and buying it, selling it and buying it. But here's the thing. When these things pump and then they come crashing down, the people who did get in early make a ton of money at the expense of the other people, because this coin has no real value. Okay, outside of I may buy a little bit of this one just because I don't hate her, because I don't hate anybody, but I highly dislike Elizabeth Warren. I call her Senator Karen. And I actually think this is kind of funny. All right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you buy this, okay, or if you get in low here and this dumps and you sell here, somebody lost money. You gain money at somebody else's expense. All right? And I'm just not cool with that. I'm personally not cool with it once I understood. Because a lot of people, they don't even understand. They just okay, well, yeah, I made money because a whole bunch of people were buying it and blah, 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 blah. But if you're making it at somebody else's expense, I don't know, guys. I don't know about you. How many people here believe in karma? I certainly do. It's just an energy. You don't have to be like, oh, he's some, weirdo. It's just an energy. It's an energy. Like if I'm taking more than I give, chances are that energy there's more will be taken from you. And this is why a lot of people lost back in the crypto days. A lot of people lost. Some people are actually smart and they know that they're doing this, ooh, no thing. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't live with myself. Now, yes, my gosh, okay, if I rode this thing up, okay, from here to here, okay, yeah, man, 30,000%. Okay, 30,000%. That's 300. Let's see, let me just do the math here. Let's say you just put, I don't know, $500 times 300. Yeah, you would have made $150,000 at the expense of somebody else. At the expense of somebody else. So mind that when you're doing it. Now, this is basically what we call a pump and dump. All right. When I got into crypto, pump and dumps were less elaborate. Okay. It's almost like these meme coins have given these scammers and these pump and dump artists a license to just basically rip people off. It's a license to rip people off. And this is what gives crypto a bad name. All right. This is what gives crypto a bad name, but whatever. You know what? Honestly, I'd rather learn and teach people how not to do this than have regulation, because regulation is the worst scam of all time, in my opinion. It is the worst scam of all time. But again, let's take a look at lots of these, lots and lots of these, okay? All of these are basically pump and dump. Not Jupiter. Jupiter is one that I'm actually researching it today. But look at this. Harry Post Trimp Hummer Sims 77 Inu. And it's up 209%. Yeah, you could have made a lot of money today. You could have made a lot of money, but at whose expense? At whose expense? All right. You have people that just pile into this stuff. And look at all of this, man. All of this is in Solana Network. So this is where, look, one that's in Binance Smart Chain, but this is where the degenerates are going right now. This is where the degenerates are going, okay? Good for the Solana network, but in the end, look at this. Ape with hat, okay? One day it's at 5.8% market cap, 362 liquidity. Let's see what it's gone up to, all right? So it started off here and has gone up. Yeah, it doesn't even tell you because it's so early. It's not even one day. Let's see here. Let's do the 15-minute. This thing just launched. All right. Just launched today. So let's see what this did here. Yeah, it's not even giving me data. A lot. All right. A lot. Here we go. Obviously 1,700% here. It says in 24 hours. That's a ton. That's great. You did good. But at whose expense? At whose expense, right? All right, let me show you all here another one that one of our students got into, all right? And they were greedy, all right? They ended up getting in. And look, it's not that I have never been greedy before. I have, all right? I have. This one was called Streak. All right. And it was supposedly a decentralized exchange that was going to be cross-chain. It was like ThorChain. I told the student, this is exactly like ThorChain, but it's just way earlier on. And I don't really see anything that's different here. Okay. I don't see anything that's different. Well, look what happened. All right. These developers got people to put this money in. This thing mooned all the way up to here. So they made off with a whole bunch of free Ethereum, and then they wrote a smart contract that disabled people from selling it at the end. And then look at what happened with the price. Crashed. They took out all the liquidity. Money, bye-bye. Money, bye-bye. Okay? Again, 99% of the people that are going to get into these shit coins, and they are shit coins, obviously, and 99% of the coins out there are shit coins. 99% of them are. All right? Including some of the ones that you all probably think are good. All right? I spent yesterday about 3 hours. I lost track of time, maybe even 4 hours, to be quite honest with you. Just researching to find the next Solana, to find the next Matic. And you know what I came up with? I came up with a few. They're going to make money. But at the end of the day, I asked myself this question. I said, and I was doing research on ChatGPT, and I would read the description. I had a few select questions that I had. What are the tokenomics? When do these cryptos vest? What's their main market? Among many, many other questions. But at the end of the day, I'm like, how does this generate revenue? What gives this token value? And the majority of it was like governance, which for those of you who don't know what governance is, and by the way, if you're enjoying this, I need for you to do two things for me. I need for you to hit that like button, all right, in YouTube. And if you're not on YouTube, head over to YouTube, hit that like button, and then do me an additional favor. Send this live right now to somebody that you care about who wants to learn real crypto, because real crypto is not being a degen. All right, I'm about to show you why. So getting back to what I was saying, when you're talking about these coins, nothing was given in value. They weren't revenue sharing, or they were revenue sharing very little. And it sent me down this huge rabbit hole that literally leaked into this morning. And you know what I found? Even one of my favorite cryptos, which I'm not going to say just quite yet because maybe there's an error on DeFi Llama, but its revenue is dog shit, and not like dog shit meme coin. All right. I mean, it's really, really, really bad. And when I actually went in and started looking at it and going, why is my coin not pumping, despite the fact that the entire market is pumping, and the protocol is actually really good. Like, I'm not going to stop using the protocol, but I think I'm going to sell all of my tokens. Okay. I'm going to sell all of my tokens. And this is a crypto that I've been bullish on since the beginning. All right. But I think I'm going to sell all of my tokens because I'm like, this token has no value outside of what people have paid it now and who believes in it and is holding it. That's 99% of the tokens out there. So what are like some of the tokens that I believe are still good? Well, I'll share them with you here in a few minutes. All right. I'll share them with you in a few minutes, but let me share with you that you really don't need to hit a grand slam just one time to make it big in crypto. But you do need to have a long-term strategy, and you need to stay away from this shit right here. All right. This is not good stuff. This is not good stuff right here. Streak. Okay. So let me show you a little investment calculator that I've been using. Okay. Now, my current age is 43. So in 2 years, I'd be 45. All right. And look, a lot of people don't have the amount of money that I currently am starting with currently. Okay. But a lot of people could find $10,000. All right. A lot of people can find $10,000. You can even go borrow $10,000 against a credit card at 0% interest right now. All right. I'm not telling you what to do. It's not financial advice, by the way. All right. But anybody could find $10,000. Maybe you have a family member who believes in you or something. All right. And let's say, for instance, you were to contribute $500 a month per year. All right. Sorry, per month. $500 per month, every single month, come heaven or high water. And to think that the annual return of 250%, that you couldn't get this in a raging bull market, is crazy. You can. And this is not, I'm not talking about, whatever, like some crazy coin or something. I'm talking like even in Bitcoin with the right strategy. Even in Bitcoin with the right strategy. All right. So check this out. Look at what you end up with if you were to just tuck in your belt, all right, maybe work an extra job and pay attention and be patient. 250%, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Now, let's say, for instance, you know, and by the way, it's all relative, right? Like maybe right now you make $30,000 a year, right? Maybe right now you make $30,000 a year and you're just working for it, or 40,000, right? Well, let's take a look at what we could do with this 1.16 million, all right? So let's say, for instance, we have is it 1.1 or, yeah, 1.16 million. And then let's say the amount you want to spend annually in retirement. Well, again, let's say you're earning 40,000 bucks, all right? And then after that, you put your money into something conservative, which I have conservative stuff that does 15%, 10%, 15, 20% conservative stuff, all right? That even during a bear market, all right? And let's say the expected inflation rate is 5%, all right? 5% per year. Let's take a look at how long this would last us, all right? All right, let's see here. You report. Oh, whoops. Okay, so 1.1, oh, whoops. No, cancel. We don't want to print. All right, so you'll be able to fund 100+ years in retirement. 100+ years. Now let's go back. Let's see. Let's push this a little bit. Oh, shoot. What's retirement? That's it. Here we go. Okay, so let's go let's push this a little bit now. Let's go 50,000. Still 100. It'll go up past 100 years. Let's go 70,000. Let's see here. Still going. Let's go 100,000. Let's see here. Is this thing? Yeah, it's still at, so this is at, let's see here. How much are we at here? Yeah, because you're earning 15%. Yeah. So let's see, 120,000. Let's just keep going with this. Let's keep going with this. Or actually even 150,000. Let's see here. Personal. Man, this thing just, there we go. All right, let's try 200,000. Let's push this. Okay, 8 years. All right, so now we found the breaking point. So let's do 150,000. 13 years. Let's try 120,000. 22 years. Okay, so on and so forth. So you can see, all along, you really didn't need that much money. You started off with 10,000. And by the way, I started off with $15,000 and $300,000 in debt. But what you do need is a solid plan. All right. So here's the solid plan. All right. For me. So I have something called the managed vault. All right. I have something called the managed vault. And this is a way where I actually manage some of my students' money. And we're at an all-time high today. We've hit 2 all-time highs today alone, all right? 2 all-time highs. Now, take a look at this. This is since the inception. This was since our beta, okay? Since our beta. So we were in beta, meaning we were testing things out, okay? Because if we were going to take in investors, we wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything that was where we wanted to know all the bad things. That's what we wanted to know, all right? But if you take a look at this, okay, over the last 6 months, since the bull market has gone into full-fledged bull, all right, full-fledged bull, Look at the up months that we've had here. This equates to roughly about 25, actually it's probably 26%, 27% right now on average per month. Okay, we had a stellar month here. Now we're starting to have a stellar month here. Okay, but if you take all of these and divide it, now we're going to have some high months, we're going to have some low months, but all in all, we're going to have some even months in there, but it's going to average out to probably about 25% per month. Okay, and you have the data right here to show for it. This is, by the way, this is all on the blockchain right now. All right, so to think that you could do 25% per month or 20%, let's say 240, all right, is not out of the realm of reality. It's not out of the realm with reality. Now, how do I know that? Well, we have like BlackRock. Let's see, buying Bitcoin faster than production. Let's see if it. We have BlackRock that's buying Bitcoin. Let's go to the news. Let's see here, news. Look at this. They bought $10 billion. So they're buying like 12 times the amount of Bitcoin than is actually being mined on a daily basis. All right. Are you seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? So they're buying this because they're over the existing financial system. Okay. They're over the dollar. And they're greedy. Trust me, they're not doing this out of the kindness of their heart. They're doing this because they see the dollar just keeps devaluing itself. Just like the British pound before that, just like the French franc before that, just like the Spanish peso before that, just like the Portuguese peso before that. And then so on and so forth, all the way back to ancient Samaria, where they've constantly done this. Bitcoin and crypto is the first time where we've been able to go, wait a second. We can actually see this stuff on chain transparently. And now we can see moves of everybody, and we cannot print more of this. In fact, Ethereum is deflationary, meaning it's being burnt faster than it's actually being distributed out. And it's only going to get crazier during the bull market, during the bull market. So this is something that, and by the way, that's just BlackRock that's bought 10 billion. Imagine now all of these other guys, all right, are out there going, I'm going to buy more too. By the way, again, I want to keep reminding, because I want the algorithm to show more of this. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you haven't already done it, if you like what I'm talking about. Okay, now, what we're doing is we're like supercharging our portfolio. We're supercharging our portfolio. Why? Because we're actually providing liquidity so people can trade peer-to-peer. Okay, so people can trade peer-to-peer. And you can see here, these are, I can't do it from this one, but we're earning fees every single time somebody buys IMX in Ethereum. We're earning fees every single time somebody buys Link in Ethereum, buys or sells it. Doesn't matter. And you can see what our holdings look like, our fees, because we hold them in spot. And we actually have a new strategy that we've just been testing over the last couple of weeks that's really working, and we're really excited. But it's a looping strategy that some of the biggest companies in the world have done to basically bump our Bitcoin and Ethereum and any other crypto that we do gains by like another 30%. Another 30% or 40%, that's not bad on top of whatever, 100 or 200%. You see what I'm saying? So this is the way that everybody here can really, really take advantage, but you have to be patient. You can't be going for the rug pulls. You can't be going for these pump and dumps, all right? Trust me when I tell you, come back to this coin in a couple of days. Come back to this coin in a couple of days. Let's take a look even, oh, not this watch list, but let's go back to just deck screener. Let's go based off of 24 hours, but look at all these. All of them are in Solana, except for this one, Flowkita, and Pulse Chain. But majority of them, Solana. And look at the losses. Horrible, horrible, horrible losses. A lot of people lost a lot of money. All right. A lot of people have lost a lot of money on this. So anyways, ETH fees are a ripoff. ETH fees are a ripoff. But here's the thing, Quinstantineal. The thing is, a lot of everything is being built on top of Ethereum. And if you don't play well with Ethereum, your blockchain is not going to do so hot. Look at ADA. ADA doesn't connect to anything, and nobody's really building on ADA. He says that there's all sorts, but like nobody uses it. All right, nobody uses it. And if you take a look, let's actually go to let's see DeFi Llama, and let's take a look right here. Let's go to compare chains. Oh no, not compare chains. Sorry, chains here. And let's take a look at all the total value locked. Okay, Blast, EVM compatible. Optimism, EVM compatible. Avalanche, EVM compatible. Polygon, layer 2 built on there. Bitcoin, not EVM compatible. Well, kind of EVM compatible. Solana, EVM compatible, not EVM compatible. It bridges to Ethereum, but whatever. Arbitrum, built on top of Ethereum. BSC, EVM compatible. Tron, dog shit. This is where all the money launderers keep their money. All right. And then look at the rest. The trend is your friend. So yeah, there's like all this. Let's see if we can see the others is a whole bunch of other layer 2 or EVM compatible blockchains on Ethereum. So yeah, Ethereum main chain sucks, but most likely it's going to be used as a settlement layer somewhere down the line until they solve it, which I honestly don't think they're going to solve. I've been in this since 2017, and they've been saying they're going to solve it ever since then, and I just don't think it's going to happen. Bradley Brown says, hello, Gaven. Let's go with the value. MV at all-time high. It is. Experp on a great dip. Yeah, Experp is a good one. Experp is a good one. Your hated pair, XRP is on a pump. Oh man. All right, cool. The only reason I want to see XRP pump is because it helped us beat Gary Gensler, who is, I'm surprised they haven't come up with a meme coin for Gary Gensler. Maybe they have. Let's take a look. Let's see if there's a Gary Gensler. Yeah, here, Gary Gates. Oh my God. Hold on. We need to see this. This is too much. All right. This is such degen shit right here. Look at this. But look at this. Gary Gensler. That's just, oh my gosh. This is too much. Gary Gensler. So, but look at this. All right. Look at this. Okay. It's, oh shoot. It's down in 24 hours. It's down 100%. It's crashed 100%. Okay. The Gary Gensler. Okay. That's horrible. Expert. Yes. For the win. Yes. Kayla, Expert for the win. I do think that they're starting to advertise. Expert is good, but they share revenue. I like that. Okay. But you don't even need to gamble with like the experts, right? Don't get me wrong. I'll talk about them every once in a while. 5% of my portfolio max might go to some gambles, 5%, but the rest of it is where it's in futures. Okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, staked Ethereum. All right. I'm leverage trading it at 3x because I think once the Ethereum ETF comes out, I don't think it's going to come out in May, maybe a couple months after May, maybe June, July, August, all right? Or September when everybody gets back. It's probably, but they're going to milk this Bitcoin ETF. It's doing way too well right now, guys and gals. It's doing way too well, way too well. Anyways, any questions before I jump off here? Hopefully everybody learned, guys, gals, don't go chasing this stuff. Don't go chasing this stuff because I'm telling you, there's too many opportunities with the good coins that actually have value. There's just too many opportunities. That's why, like, you know, Chainlink. Let's actually take a look. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff right here. By the way, again, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. It helps. Put that notification button on all, okay, notifications. And that way, when I actually go up, okay, and live, it'll actually tell you. It'll actually tell you. But take a look at what we're holding. Solana, Immutable X, Synthetics, Link, yeah, FXS, not so happy with them. Uniswap, Matic, Aave, Lido, GRT, Maker. A lot of these have done really, really well and are still building and still have great tokenomics. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to go crazy here, guys and gals. You don't need to go crazy. So anyways, let's see here. Given XDC. Let's take a look at XDC. By the way, guys, if I don't like your coin, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, that's a shit coin. I'm not saying that about XDC, but let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at where we're at. And I'm gonna give you one example of how I would look for a coin. All right, so nice market cap, 679 million, fully diluted, 1.8 billion. Let's see, how hard has it pumped? Okay, it hasn't pumped at all. Hasn't pumped at all in the last year, which doesn't, everything's pumping right now in crypto. So why is this coin not pumping? This is always a question that I ask, right? Let's see where the volume is at. Okay, only on centralized exchanges. Only on centralized exchanges. All right, that's not good. That means it doesn't play well with others. Okay, it doesn't play well with others. Now let's take a look. So it hasn't pumped. And by the way, I had a cryptocurrency by the name of EOS. EOS. All right, that looked exactly like XDC. And now it's a ghost chain. Nobody's building on it. EOS sucks. I still own a little bit just in case it ever comes back. And when I say a little bit, I mean like maybe $600. Okay, this website is not coming up, but I think it's, let's see if I can put this on another browser. I think I have too many windows open that are too big. Let me see if I can put this in another browser. Yeah, I don't know why it's coming up so weird. Let me see here. Let's see. Put it in Google Chrome. Yeah, there's something up with this website that's really weird. I don't know why it's not coming up. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to pause my VPN or something. Let me see if it's that. No. Anyways, if this is what their website looks like, I would definitely drop it right away. I mean, this is no bueno. This is no bueno. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Who's using this, right? Who's using this? I'm not going to go through the video, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. Hey, Gaven, rewind the version of you at 15K. How would you spend that 15 to start over? Now, if that was you, you had 300K. Okay, so all right, so great question by Bradley Brown. Okay, so a big thing that let me take this XDC off of here because, okay. So a big thing of how I kind of really learned DeFi was I ended up getting in at the beginning of DeFi. So that was at the beginning of the summer of 2020. All right. That's when DeFi started, really. It was a different time back then because like we were experimenting on all sorts of different protocols. All right. All sorts of different protocols. And what ended up happening was we did really well, but I degened a lot. All right. I pushed the envelope. I went, crazy, didn't understand liquidation, didn't understand all sorts of things, didn't understand impermanent loss. Now I do. Now I take a look at, let's bring this back up. Actually, let's bring this back up. Now I take a look at though things like this. All right. Things like this. All right. And I go, okay, I didn't need to push so hard, despite the fact that back then everybody was. But now, all right, what's everybody doing now? They're buying meme coins on Solana, right? And there's going to be maybe the next Gaven who emerges from there like, oh shit, I bought tons of meme coins and yeah, I made good money. Don't get me wrong. I made lots of money, but I also lost a lot and I didn't need to risk it so hard for the biscuit. I didn't need to risk it so hard. All right. To think that you can't do 250% in 1 year, okay, in crypto, and especially during bull markets, and especially during what I call probably, this is going to be the giga pump. It's not even going to be the super pump. This is going to be a giga pump with all the institutions coming in and fiat currencies failing all over the world. I would sit my 39-year-old and 40-year-old self down and go, all right, dude, you don't need to push it so hard. You can get into, take a look at the tokenomics. What do these cryptos actually do? And take profit into Bitcoin and Ethereum and stack those. All right. Stack as much as you can of Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what I would have told you. Because like if somebody was like, you could only have 2 coins, that's it, only 2, I would just say Bitcoin and Ethereum. I would never even mess with anything else. That's what I would say, Bradley Brown. By the way, again, if you're just joining us and you're liking this, hit that like button so that the algorithm brings more people to the channel, because most of the influencers, and I don't consider myself an influencer or a finfluencer, I'm just an investor. And I'm just sharing with you all, like literally today, I wasn't coming up with my content. I came up with this content like 2 minutes before. What I care about is teaching people the strategies that I'm personally using and that I'm using here that you can see. All right. I'm not hiding my portfolio. I'm not hiding what my strategy is. And like, oh, I told everybody to sell. It's like bullshit. Where did you tell everybody to sell? No, here we're selling for you. Here we're buying for you. Here I'm doing what I'm doing in my personal portfolio because a lot of my portfolio is in here. And this is fully decentralized. This is fully decentralized. If you guys are interested, by the way, there should be a link down below to sign up for our educational course, which will give you education on this as well, how to get into this, because I think you really should learn DeFi right now. But there's a link down below, I believe, and there's a 50% off code. Actually, Ruben, do you have that 50% off code? Maybe you can put it, let's have Ruben put it here. If you go to arcrypto.io, which is our website, and you can go into membership, there you go. And you can use ARCYT50 for 50% off. It's typically $194 per month. With this, it's $97 per month. And I promise you, it's the best $97 you're ever going to spend. It's the best $97 you're ever going to spend, but it's going to teach you how to get into things like this. All right. It's going to teach you how to get into the managed vault. It's going to teach you how I actually do my strategies as an investor, not as an influencer, not as a degen buying bullshit coins, buying Gary Geisler, all right, or Elizabeth Warren. I might buy a Elizabeth Warren just because I don't like Elizabeth Warren and I want to support that cause. But then again, why would I even give any money to these scammers? This is a scam token, guys. This is a scam token. All right, but you want to write down that code, all right, and get in. I hope you consider getting a 12-month payment program for the Raging Degen. Actually, Bradley, we are working on something. We are working on something. I want to, but it's a big bag at my stage. Yeah, the Wealth Renegades. Oh, the Raging Degens. Oh, wow, Raging Degen. No, I thought you were talking about Wealth Renegade. Jeez Louise. Raging Degens, those are probably going for like $100,000 now. Best NFT with the best use case, by the way. Best NFT. Let's see. As always, Melanated Brown, thanks for your time and for sharing how not to get wrecked. I love Melanated Brown's emojis. Always the best emojis in the house. All right, guys and gals, I'm going to go eat some lunch before my next meeting. Lots of love. Show up to the next one. We got one on Thursday. You're going to want to come to that one because I'm going to actually show you where you can tighten the belt up, so that you can start investing and you can free up that 500, 1,000, 800, whatever, 10,000 bucks a month, maybe. All right. Depending on how much you make, but show up. I'm going to show you all how to do it by then. All right, everybody. Cheers. Thursday at what time? 3? Ruben? Maybe. I don't know. You'll see. Subscribe to the channel and you'll get the notification. All right, everybody. Cheers.